Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this rollout right now. Let's talk about the rollout of the Clipse. Immaculate. I like how they're coming in and mixing the music with the interviews with the different moments. And today we got the Colors show. They're doing Ace Trumpets. Let's get right to it. I told you I keep a bathing ape on me. I got this with the, you know what I mean, Jeff Hamilton collab. So I told y'all. We're waiting for that album in July. Let's go. July 11th.
This is culturally inappropriate.
This is culturally
Ballerinas
inappropriate.
doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace Trumpets and Rose Modes, yellow.
Hold on, before the greatest line of all time, I've came all the way back around. I had to pause it before the greatest line of all time lands. Hold on.
Blue, Ace Trumpets and Rose Modes, yellow diamonds look like PP.
I don't care how you break it down. I don't care how you flip it. I don't care how you spin it. That's always gonna be funny to me. I'm too immature to not. Yellow diamonds look like PP. PP is always gonna land funny on my ears. Just accept me as I am. I love you.
Blue, Ace Trumpets and Rose Modes, yellow diamonds look like PP.
What else?
Bitches fly from DC on my private to Waikiki. 3P, niggas is my sons and that's on repeat. Sins of the father, so I call you little Michis. It's easy.
The thing that I really love that's going on right now, we all know that right now the rappers are outside. Right now, a lot of the prominent acts that are pushing the narrative of hip hop and dropping music that's saying something and that's just that's what's it called? Just better, more quality. I also like that they're not people aren't focusing too much on like age and like being like, oh, they're too this, that, and the third. You know, you'll see that always pop up. But the fact that people are excited and still talking about the Clipse, it squashes more of that narrative that people have to stop after a certain age, which also is a dangerous narrative to hip hop. And the more people like them who keep dropping stuff and keep garnering this attention, help the culture of hip hop.
So I call you little Michis. It's easy. How could you and me be? Ever seen his peers? Can't compare. You just CC. Don't you know these?
And it's also like they back as better than ever. Like a beat wasn't missed. How?
In Rose Modes, yellow diamonds.
I need that
like
run it back.
Bitches fly from DC on my private to Waikiki.
What else?
Repeat. Niggas is my sons and that's on repeat. Sins of the father, so I call you little Michis. It's easy. How could you and me be? Ever seen his peers? Can't compare. You just CC. Don't you know these clears in my ears? Only VVs. Play musical chairs. Fred Astaire through these GTs.
Play musical chairs, Fred Astaire through the thing about the Clipse, the thing about especially just the Clipse in general, but let's talk about Pusha right now. When people say that all they talk about is, you know, that sniff, you know what I mean, that moving, that weight talk, that trap talk, it's really not true. That's more like just the theme in which they cover a bunch of other topics under. You understand? It's more like the player's skin, if that makes sense. It's not really the whole thing, because if you listen to what they're saying, it's very layered. Even when you hear a bar that might sound like it's just about moving weight or about weight, it's actually way deeper than you think. And he's talking about lessons that everybody can relate to.
It's only VVs, play musical chairs, Fred Astaire through these GTs. Too much wear and tear on your bitch, she couldn't please me. White glove service with the brick, I am Luigi.
I'm thinking that's a top 10 punchline of Do I say the year? I still don't know who got the verse of the year because Meek Mill's verse is still up there. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's let this album drop. But I'm just saying.
The brick, I am Luigi. Sold ecstasy and this.
That's one of the best punchlines of the year is what I'm saying.
White glove service with the brick, I am Luigi. Sold ecstasy and disappeared, I am Houdini. Look at them, him and him, still waiting on Yeezy.
Sorry, I got it. That Houdini bar, when I initially heard it, right, I didn't even think of how deep it really was. And later, I got it fully more explained with the hip-hop group Houdini. And I was like, listen. And that's how old school punchlines used to hit. Old school, the way those let me not say old school punchlines. That's the way the deep punchlines hit because there's still artists who do that stuff. Where they say something, and at first you take it like, ooh, okay. And then later in life, you like, oh my God, is that what he meant? Like you get a different context clue and you're like, that's writing. I'm just here to tell you. This hip-hop, they outside.
White glove service with the brick, I am Luigi. Sold ecstasy and disappeared, I am Houdini.
Damn.
Look at them, him and him, still waiting on Yeezy. I hope you got your squeegees. Had you interviews, I just key, life's peachy. ASAP with Riri, you rappers all beneath me. But love like the Bee Gees. International flights connect me to the Wi-Fi. The only way you reach me, ballerinas doing pyro.
International flights connect me to the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi. The only way that you'll reach me. That's expensive cloth talk. People don't. It's because it's a difference. Not even different. It's just like. You know who I guarantee you is appreciating everything that's going down right now? Tyler, the Creator. I guarantee you right now, somebody like him, and you gotta understand to understand. And the crazy part is, I used to think so many more people understood, if you understand what I'm saying, than actually do when I started really getting on the internet more and Twitter more and be like, oh man, there's really a lot of people who just don't understand things culturally and things like references and things that are deeper than that and feelings and vibes and moments that you might not been around, but that's not really an excuse because you can still do your homework. You feel me? I just watched Billie Holiday, you know what I mean, about 2 weeks ago. YouTube exists. You feel me?
Pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho. You had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets and rose moles. Penne alla vodka. Panama fishing village visiting with Papa. With chapas. All of you impasta. Simply just Ferrari window shoppers. The one that I just ordered looked like it was built by NASA. Over $500,000 we call for Kasha. Reaching for Akasha. Never leaving home without my peace like I'm Mahatma.
Yo, I said this when I initially reacted to this. Prepare for this nigga Malice to go insane on this album. Y'all, some of y'all, and let me just educate you. But I saw a few people be like, yo, I think Malice might have got pushed on this song. I said, y'all, oh, you new here. Okay. Strap in.
Reaching for Akasha, never leaving home without my peace like I'm Mahatma. From the tribe of Judah, I'm Mufasa. Never turn the other cheek, you'll die at the Oscars. Persona non grata, Mikasa Sukasa.
What else?
Drugs killed my teen spirit, welcome to Nirvana. You was Fuji Lala.
Rest in peace to Kurt.
Drugs killed my teen spirit, welcome to Nirvana. You was Fuji Lala, I was Alibaba. Dressed in House of Gucci, made from selling Lady Gaga. Hakuna Matata, island wearing tie-dye. Umbrella in my rolls, match the one that's in this Mata. Listen, you are not I, cross T's, dot I's.
Nah. The way he's keeping this rhyme scheme going is immaculate. The way he's keeping this rhyme scheme going is immaculate. He's been keeping the penny alla vodka Rhyme scheme going the whole time. That's writing.
I done disappeared and reappeared without a voila. Ballerinas doing pirouettes inside of my snow
Cooked it, got out of
globe.
there.
Shopping sprees in
In and out.
Soho. You had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets and rose moves.
You gotta understand. Someone like me is excited for this. July 11th, it's here. I told you this bait. I try to tell you every time I'm doing one of these, and it's some song stuff. It's not like some news stuff. It's some music or like a performance or something or a video. Oh, listen, yeah, this could be the Ace Trumpets. Wait, don't they have a video to it? Anyway, yeah.